and I'm the silverback on this trip.
I am YY. I'm an African. I'm a Nam Chai, which is a cross between a Namibian and a Chinese.
Hi.
This is Zafi from Suma. I'm the bank manager in Suma.
Marius from Cape Town, South Africa, and I'm the photographic expert and second in charge after the silverback. I used to be number one, but I daily got kicked off my pole.
This is Ethiopia.
This is Ethiopia. Krista YY and myself were heading out on a 3-day journey by road to meet the Suma tribe in Kabish with our guides Marius and Afi, before moving further into the valley and its many tribes. Travelling in a small group with exceptional guides and crew is the ultimate way to travel in this part of the planet. You don't have to be a professional pixter to enjoy an Oryx professional photographic expedition. Oryx is there to point you in the right direction, to improve your skills. On the road to Jima and beyond, there's virtually a photo opportunity every 100 metres or so. Afi was ever alert for a good opportunity. The poverty levels in this country are obvious. Women and children fetch water and wood each day. Goats and cattle are the signs of personal wealth. Back on the road, there was much to photograph, from people to birds to scenes.
So why is the battery here, guys?
As we headed back to the trucks, a small boy with a makeshift wheelbarrow came up to us. That's all it took for Marius to take over the highway. Afi, get that boy to wheel his barrow down the white line. Everyone flat on the road.
Wi-Fi, take your exposure back and don't shoot one shot. Come, come, come!
Before we could move on, a rock and roll transport came up. The unscheduled visit to the school was so special. The kids swarmed around us, some practicing their English, others in awe of these Farangis with cameras. The colobus monkeys were playing in the roadside trees. The boys were breaking up rocks in the quarry across the road for the ladies to carry, and the monkeys played on. Further down the road, a group of baboons stopped the vehicles for pick. We travelled on. Afi approached this coffee farmer for us. Ethiopia is the birthplace of coffee. In the 10th century, Ethiopian nomadic mountain people may have been the first to recognise coffee's stimulating effect, although they ate the red cherries directly and did not drink it as a beverage.
This is just the most perfect.
Locals came around to see what was happening, and the cameras began their clicking. We were privileged to be travelling into a little visited portion of southwestern Ethiopia on the way to our destination Kabish. At breakfast this morning, the overnight rain continued, creating many problems on the road. On reaching the entry to the Omo Valley, we picked up our police protection and headed for the town of Kabish. We were held up for a few moments while tribesmen tried to shake us down on the pretext our lead vehicle had run over their dog. Our police escort moved them on. The Sumas were ready to have their photos taken. Some of the tribe were helping our crew set up the camp. Marius and Afi were directing traffic. We all looked at each other and just smiled. What an experience.
Sorry, the background here is
Put you underexposed.
underexposed. Guys, try over. Try.
Marius.
Yeah, get into the open there.
Another wet morning, but no matter, most of the tribe were on the riverbank for the next session. The Suma people are renowned for their incredibly ornate self-decoration, which they achieve through painting, scarification and adornment with flowers and other natural objects. The paintings are truly fascinating to photograph. Virtually no area of the body is left out. Nakedness is an acceptable part of daily life for the Suma, who regard Westerners' concept of clothing as quite strange. Suma, like Mushi women, wear lip plates. I'm told this came about during the slave years to make the women unattractive, and then became a fashion. In a modern world, one wonders how long these customs can last into the future. Another important component of Suma life is stick fighting, known as a donga. Each player beats his opponent with a stick as many times as possible with the intention of knocking him down and eliminating him from the game. Players are usually unmarried men. The winner gets the girl. Taking part in the stick fight is considered to be more important than winning it.
To bleed each other.
Okay.
If you want to get it fast, like push up the ISO. Do it out of
Beautiful.
The government has tried to outlaw the donga. It is difficult to outlaw anything so deeply ingrained in a culture such as this. Fights usually stop once blood is drawn nowadays.
It's gonna be the end of the game.
Rumour has it the judge of this fight, Chief Arabula, had killed 7 men at the donga in his youth. After, Marius had us take his favourite shot.
Afi in my picture.
On the way back to the village, the Sumi kids created a roadblock.
The people wore like this.
We came upon this Holy Saviour's Day celebration and were welcomed right up to the front of the action, truly involved, up close and personal. It's impossible to avoid religion in Ethiopia because it's everywhere and it defines everyone's lives. Muslim, animist, Protestant, but mainly Orthodox Christian. And because Christianity hasn't been thrust on Ethiopians by missionaries, instead it's woven into their DNA and into their culture. Moving on, we stop to photograph these boys and their donkeys. had to get out and take pics in this cow crush. Wai was singing the song he'd learned with the Suma kids. We spent overnight in Aba Minch, then drove on to Tumi and the Hama. The Hama is one of the most well-known tribes in southern Ethiopia. They are especially well known for their young men cattle jumping ceremony. The women allow themselves to be whipped by the male members of their family as a symbol of their love. The scars of these encounters are conspicuous on the bodies of all Hama women. Their hair are ringlets covered in batter fat mixed with red ochre. Their clothing and jewellery colourful.
Good develop, my man.
Very good, very good.
It's best to visit the tribes as early as possible. The Caro live along the east bank of the Omo River. Being the only group there, it was easy to get the clicks we wanted. Krista's interaction with the baby was most heartwarming. The Caro paint their bodies and faces with white chalk to prepare for any ceremony. One wonders how long this uncomplicated life will survive. It rained again after lunch, so we went up to the local market and Marius took the three of us through some click tricks, much to the interest of the crowd that gathered round. The rain was constant, and on the way back to our tented lodge the word came through. It seems one of the Mushi was killed by a truck, and the area was closed by police until reparation had been established. No problem. We could have a sleep in and then head to the Hama markets. What a morning. Yes, we had missed some tribal moments, but this off-the-cuff visit was amazing. Wide shot, close up, it was all there. We entered Mago National Park at 6 a.m. in order to reach the Mushi tribe while the light was still soft.
Marius, Coetzee.
Good morning, you ready for the Mushi? Ready for the Mushis? We are at the Mushi village. This is the real shit.
Most famous for the clay lip plates that the women insert in their lower lips, the Mushi's popularity with tourists makes it fast clicking for photographers. Once you hear finish, you finish. Yesterday's delay stopped the many heavy trucks that used the narrow road to reach the huge sugar plantation in the area. That made it a tight trip back to Aba Minch. These are the changes that are coming to this part of the world, for better or worse.
Conzo, one of the amazing people known for their terracing, recorded as one of the World Heritage Sites by UNESCO. So you enjoy, go through the village, ask questions, and enjoy the visit. Bye.
The Conzo tribe migrated into this area thousands of years ago, and from these Stone Age beginnings, their remarkable culture developed into virtual isolation. accident on the main road, so Afi directed us up and over where we found wonderful views of Lake Turkana and we saw this vision of Ethiopia coming home. Ethiopia's history is full of dramatic changes. Over the last 4 decades, the Ethiopian people have lived under 3 different forms of government. All these periods have been accompanied by dissatisfaction, armed resistance and rebellions. For us, Ethiopia has a call back to return. We will return, because there's so much more for us to see. Thanks for watching. I'm Art Ryan on the Silverback.